It is July 3rd, and I'm on my way to work. Why am I going to work? Nah, I know why. There's 3 people in the IT team that I work. Ooh, sun's bright. And I wanted to, well, they wanted off, and I didn't need off because I'll be actually probably taking vacation in October. That dog is foofy like my Chloe. And sorry, lost my train of thought. It's like a cute puppy. And yeah, probably taking a vacation in October. And like before, like when they were talking about it, my boss and the lady that sits next to me, they were like, yeah, I'd like to. She's going to take the entire week off, and she's going on a trip. And he was like, well, no, we can't just do. We got to ask Rodney what he's doing. I was like, no, if you guys want to take off, go ahead and take off. I'll probably, if I take off vacation, it'll probably be in October or something like that. And I think they were shocked because it's 4th of July weekend. You got one day before the 4th of July. I mean, everybody's going to take a day off, right? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's basically a day I'm going to go to work, and I'm not going to do that much. I mean, pretty much nobody's going to be there. So I doubt I have any issues with computers. Servers, I'll do a little bit of stuff on. But the stuff like the requests I've got made and things like that, can't do anything with because nobody's there to fulfill my bet. Everybody else is probably on vacation too. I remember when I was growing up, the week of the 4th of July is the week that my uncle owned a coal mine, and I lived with my uncle, so he's like my dad. But he, that was the week he always let everybody, because there it's like, oh no, you don't take your vacation this time. No, it's vacation is this week. Everybody, because basically the mine shuts down for that week. And we'd always go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And it's one of those things, around this time of year, I start bringing back memories and stuff like that when I was a kid. And we'd always drive. My aunt was scared to death to fly. It's like an 8-hour drive. With traffic, getting up to 9 to 10. And me and my brother would be preparing for a week before. It's like, wait, what? How do you prepare? We weren't packing. We weren't doing any of that stuff. We were trying to decide on what we were going to take on the car trip because we knew we had like 8 to 10 hours. We were stuck in a car. So we would get VHS because we had there was actually a VCR and TV in the van. That was awesome because we could actually watch that. So we'd get together and like if there's any movies coming on, we'd record them and that we'd want to watch. So we'd we would get together and like a lot of times, I mean, there for years we took the same tapes. We had this NFL Rocks tape. Basically, it's like like really cool moves and bloopers and stuff like that done to rock music. And I think we had this another one, this NBA one that had like the basketball stars with some of their best moves done to music. Let's see, who else? What else do we take? Just a number of things. I mean, a lot of stuff like that. And I don't think in that van, but I think in the next van we figured out how to hook up another, like a game console. And this one I don't think we did. But sorry, I'm yawning. I'd get together the tapes we were going to take, and the night before we were going to go, we would stay up pretty much all night. Because I mean, you're too excited. You're a kid, and you're just excited. You just don't want to sleep. And then next day, we get up and we leave, and I can't sleep in a car. And my brother gets car sick, so he wouldn't sleep. So we'd be awake for like, oh gosh, close to 24 hours. But yeah, it was a lot of good times thinking back on it. We stay at the Patricia Grand a lot. I think we stayed at the Camelot once, and we stayed at the Reef once. I was off Ocean Boulevard. But yeah, it's memories. We were walking down to an arcade they had down across the street from the pavilion. Well, it was still there. It's gone now. I would walk down from, I think, what was it? We were staying at the Camelot that year. It's like when DDR, Dance's Revolution, would first come out, I think, in the arcades. And this has actually been going many years. I mean, I think I was in college at the time this happened. And I walked down, I played Dance Dance Revolution, and my uncle saw it, and he had to walk away. He was laughing so hard at me because he's like, I can't believe he gets up there and plays that. And then he saw other people that were even older than me playing it, so he thought, okay, maybe it's not just a little kid's game. But it was just so funny. But yeah, simpler time, different in the past. But it's one of those things you can always think back on vacations. And like I don't have a lot of pictures, but I actually bought my own camcorder and picture camera when I was really young, so that I could take videos and stuff like that. I'll have to go through and pull up some old video and start watching some of it, see what I can see. Oh, Comic-Con's coming up here soon. That's something me and my wife did together for many years. We haven't been recently, so we're kind of missing that. But anyways, about to get on the interstate. I will talk to everybody later tonight. Today, I made sushi for the first time. I didn't use any raw fish or anything. Basically made my wife some avocado and cucumber. Made some just plain cucumber ones. And they were pretty good. It's actually pretty easy. I mean, you just gotta rinse the rice a few times and then make rice, then melt sugar, salt, and rice vinegar together, fold it all together. And I mean, fold it so you pour it in and just to keep folding the rice over on top of itself. And you fan it until it gets about room temperature. I made a mistake though. I forgot to wet my fingers to put the rice onto the seaweed the first time. But put it on there, and I was like, it's sticking to me, my fingers so much. And I realized, oh wait, I forgot to wet my hands. So I wet my hands, got all the rice stuff, did it. Really good. Very simple. I was like, it's actually easier than I thought it'd be. Only issue was that when I made them really big. So my wife's like, next time let's cut the seaweed down some so it won't be so big. And I'm like, all right, cool. Because she prefers them so small that you can put them in her mouth easier. And I'm used to when I get a sushi roll at a restaurant, generally I get one they're like that big around. Got a big mouth. I just shove it all in my mouth at one time. I'll chew it up. But it's good. The sushi's really good. But actually, I come up here and I was looking around my room, and I'm thinking, I wonder what the weight capacity of these shelves are. Because this one has DVDs double stacked. If you can see here, there's another row of DVDs behind this row, the one in front. And this one here, it's got my board games on it. That one, it's very, very heavy. But These are all, I put these up. They're all screwed into the studs in the wall with, not bolts, but like I think 2-inch screws. They're pre-drilled, put them in. So I know they're very strong. I know that for a fact. But I do worry. But they've been up here for 3, 4, 5 years. So at least 2 years, maybe close to 3 now. Almost 4, yeah. I tried about 4 years. Because Adrian will be 3 in October, and I've had them at least a year before he was born. So, yeah, kind of. But one day I do expect to hear. I don't expect it, but I wouldn't be shocked if I heard a crash from up here, and I come up and one of these shells has collapsed. Most likely, that one. That would make me very sad. So, I'm trying to think of different ways to organize stuff. Maybe take these shelves down. I don't know. I don't really know another way I could fit as much onto it. Like, I know that IKEA has these really nice shelves and everything, but I don't think I could put as many games in that as I do this. Be the only issue. But so far, I've been actually start very lightly working on my room. Not very much. Trying to get a few things taken care of here and there. Mainly getting to my video games, trying to go through them and finding out where I can put everything. Because they're taking up a lot of space, and I really just need to get off my lazy butt and actually organize this stuff. But yeah, I know earlier I talked about going to Myrtle Beach, and I also talked about going to Comic-Con a little bit. When I come up here, I see all the things I've gotten from Comic-Con over the years. Holy hell, that yawn just came on really quickly. I mean, I got those Bruticus, both those Bruticuses, and that Star Wars thing, and down there is the helicarrier. Oh yeah, there is a. Oh gosh, sorry, but that there is laboratory for Shockwave, and that's another thing from Comic-Con. And then up here on top of that, I have 2 figures. So yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff from Comic-Con. And it makes me start to say homesick. It makes me really sad that I haven't been in a long time. I miss it. I really enjoyed going, and I can't wait to go back, because we will go back. I'd like it if when Adrian gets, I mean, 4 is, I'd love to go next summer, but I really don't know if I want to take a kid that young to it. 5, I can see that. 5, he'll remember things. Like, at 4 years old, kids remember things too. But generally, when you're 5 years old and you're in kindergarten, you remember you remember kindergarten. You remember these things. And perfectly honest, there are my memories. I don't remember anything before probably halfway through my kindergarten year. I don't know why. I don't know if there was some event that happened or what, but literally it's like it's even kind of after that. It's close to the end of my kindergarten year. I don't remember anything, so I don't really. I'm trying to remember if it was what grade I was in when I was in an accident. I can't remember if I was in kindergarten or first grade. But yeah, most of the time I don't remember anything that young. So that's one reason why I don't want to take Adrian, because I would love for him to remember these, have memories to build with his family. We've done these things. We went here. We did this. We did that. It would make me really happy to know when he is in his 30s or 40s or 50s, he still thinks back, has fond memories of doing things with me and his mom and his grandparents. I don't want all his memories to be like, yeah, I remember them showing me pictures of us doing this stuff. That's not what I want. And also I've heard people go like, oh, we took our kids to Disney World when they were 2 and it was miserable. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go and be miserable because like, well, we want to do this, but he's tired and he wants to go back to the room and go to sleep. And at that point, I think it's really a trip for the parent to see the kid go, wow, that first wow. And then, because when me and my wife went before we had Adrian, and her parents went with us, and there were so many kids that were that way. Like, oh, I'm tired. And the parents are trying to drag them on because they want to do things too. And it's just like, I don't want to have to do that. I want to, when we go, I want him to be so excited he can't stand it. Sorry. Getting very, very thirsty. But yeah. I can't wait till I can take him on vacation with us and just see his face light up the first time he sees something that he's really into. And that's one reason why I go to Comic-Con, because there's so much. It's like, oh, he might like Cartoon Network. We go there and we see the Cartoon Network booth and he goes, wow, I want to see that. I want to see him get excited because he's seeing all these things that he likes. Remember, Disney World's awesome too. And we would take him to Disney World. But I want him to, I want to try to, well, he'll have to be in geek culture because it's what I generally watch and things I like. So if he doesn't like it, it'll be kind of bad for me because it means all the stuff that I have is probably going to get thrown away or auctioned off when I get too old for it. But I don't know. He may like it, he may not. That's when I think back and I'm like, wow, I've got all this stuff. All these games, I'm collecting arcade games. Would he want them once I'm gone? I'm going to take up a lot of space. Like, it's like, wow, look how big this machine is. That's one game. Versus, I don't have any. I mean, most video games are the size of a DVD. So it's like, oh, I'm looking around to see. I've got games like sitting all over the place, but they're out of my reach right now. But like, oh, one game is this versus a giant arcade machine. I mean, really, right now they're for me, but I do want him to enjoy them too. But I do understand that he's not going to be able to afford a house when he first starting out to keep all of them. So he may just be like, I don't want these anymore, and get rid of them. And if that's what he wants, that's probably fine with me. I'm thinking about right now, I'm like, I don't want to get rid of those. I've worked on them. I'm transporting them. A lot of hassle to get them here. But overall, if he doesn't want them when he's older, and he can do whatever he wants with them. But I'm going to get off here. I'm tired, if you can't tell by yawning. Hope you guys had a good day. Mine was pretty good. Talk to you tomorrow.